Welcome back, kids. Today we are going to do chapter number 19, present, past and future tense from our English grammar magic book. Let's start. Children, take out page number 67, and as you have learned earlier that verbs are action words. They tell us about an action. For example, sing, talk, laugh, jump, eat, etc. Now remember this thing, children, that verbs tell us whether something is happening now, has already happened, or is going to happen. Means the thing or the action which is happening now, that is present tense, and the thing which or the action which has already happened, that is past tense, and the thing or the action which is going to happen, that is called future tense. Now, there are three tense forms of verbs. They are simple present tense, simple past tense, simple future tense. Now, let's see these one by one. Children, in simple tenses, the verb simply indicate an action in the present, past or future. First, we will see about simple present tense. Simple present tense verb tells us what is happening now or actions that happen regularly or that are permanently happening. The simple present tense resembles the base verb, but we add s, es or ies to a base verb when the subject is in the third person singular, he, she or it or any other name. For example, I eat an apple every day. He eats an apple every day. Now here, I, which is in first person singular pronoun. For that, we use the base verb eat. He eats an apple every day. In this example, he, which is third person singular pronoun. For that, we use eats. Next, you carry the load. Here, you, which is in second person pronoun. For that, we use carry. She carries the load. She, which is in third person singular pronoun. So, we use carries. So, all these examples show simple present tense. The simple present tense is used to indicate the following. Habits. He goes for a walk every day. Regular actions. The cobbler mends shoes. Current situation. I am unwell. General truths or facts. For example, trees give oxygen. So children, simple present tense verbs tell us the action is happening now or the actions that happen regularly or that are permanently happening. Understood? Now let's see about simple past tense. Simple past tense verbs tell us what has already happened or actions that took place in the past. This could be at any time from 5 seconds ago to 1,000 years ago. For example, he worked in Dubai last year. The simple past tense is formed when we add the suffix ed to base verb. For example, the children jumped into the river. Now, in this sentence, jumped tells us that the action has happened in the past. It is used to talk a past habit. For example, he exercised every day. Past habit means, children, the action or the thing which you were doing in the past and now you don't do. Now you have stopped doing that. So it is a past habit. For that also we will use past tense. Irregular verbs do not add ed. They take different forms. For example, he ran last night. I'll give you a table, children, in a while so that it would be easier for you to understand about regular verbs and irregular verbs. How to form the tenses. Understood? Now let's see about simple future tense. Simple future tense verbs are actions that have not happened yet but will happen in the future. Means the simple future tense shows an action that will happen sometime in the future. For example, I will be in grade 5 next year. The simple future tense is formed by adding will or shall before the base verb. For example, I will watch television after I complete my homework. So here we use will in front of the verb to make it the future tense. For example, will plus watch, will plus be, I will jump, will plus jump. Remember this thing, children, that simple present and simple past tenses do not have helping verbs. We use singular verbs is, was, washes, knows, etc. with singular subject. For example, she knows it. And we use plural verbs are, were, wash, know, etc. with plural subjects. For example, they know it. Okay, children, now look at this table. It shows the verbs in three tense forms. Simple present tense, simple past tense, simple future tense. The first column shows base verbs. Clean, jump, fold, play, wash, bake. And in the second column, simple present tense tells us what is happening now or actions that happen regularly or permanently. And whatever the subject is, you have to add s or es to the verbs accordingly. In the third column, simple past tense shows that the action has already happened, and for that you have to add ed to the verb. And in the last column, simple future tense tells us that the action will happen in the future. For that, you have to add will in front of the verb or before the verb. Will plus clean, will plus jump, will fold, will play. Understood? Okay, children, now look at this table. It shows the irregular verbs in three tense forms. The first column shows the base verbs. See, grow, carry, come, write, eat, etc. Now, in the second column, as I said earlier in the session, that simple present tense resembles the base verb. And in the third column, simple past tense, for that, if the verb is irregular verb, it transforms into a different form. For example, see, saw, grow, grew, carry, carried, come, came, write, wrote, eat, ate, etc. And with the simple future tense, we add will before the verb and we use will plus base verb. For example, if the verb is see, we will use will plus see, will plus grow, will plus carry. So, the main verb will be in the base form in future tense. Understood? And if the verb is be, if the base verb is be, it transforms into is, am, are in simple present tense, and in simple past tense it transforms into was and were, and in simple future tense it transforms into will be or shall be. For example, they are here, they were here, they will be here anytime. Children, see exercise A. Now fill in the blanks as directed. Now here, children, you have to write those things which your teacher does and which your teacher did yesterday, and the things which your teacher will do tomorrow. See the first one. The name of my teacher is dash. He or she dash dash dash. Here you have to write three things that your teacher does. Next, yesterday he or she dash dash dash. In this blank you have to write those three things that your teacher did yesterday. In the fourth blank, tomorrow he or she will dash dash dash. In this blank you have to write the three things which your teacher will do tomorrow. Let's see the answers. The name of my teacher is Miss Aarti. She sings, cooks, listens. Yesterday, she played, wrote, ate. Tomorrow, she will go, meet, watch. So children, now look carefully at the words that you have filled in. You have used different forms of verbs. Now you have used the simple present, simple past and simple future in this exercise. Children, take out page number 68, exercise B. Filling the blanks with simple present form of the verbs in the bracket. Children, you now know this thing that we add s, es or ies to the verbs with simple present forms. And with plural subject, we will use plural verb. And yes, with I also, we will use plural verb or the base verb. See the first one. I dash many swans in the lake. In the bracket, the verb is see and the subject is I. So, we will use the same verb see, the base verb. Next, mother dash herbs in the garden. The verb is grow and the subject is mother, third person singular. So, we will add s to the verb. Mother grows herbs in the garden. Third, Tarun dash his lunch to school. The verb is carry. The subject is third person singular. So we will add IES to the verb. Tarun carries his lunch to school. So like this children, do this exercise. Identify the subject first and add S or ES to the verb. Understood? See exercise C, which is on page number 69. Fill in the blanks by changing the verbs in the brackets into their past form. Now, you have to change the verb into their past form. Number 1. Vivek dashed the kitten in his arms. The verb is hold. So, if you change this verb into the past form, it will be held. Vivek held the kitten in his arms. Second one, the wind dashed away the clothes. The verb is blow. So, its past form is blew. The wind blew away the clothes. Third, Geeta dashed a letter to her pen friend. The verb is write. So, its past form is wrote. Geeta wrote a letter to her pen friend. So, children, try to do this exercise. You now know that past tense shows the action which has already happened. Clear? Exercise D. Fill in the blanks with the simple future form of the verbs in the bracket. Yes, children, you now know that simple future tense verbs are actions that have not happened yet but will happen in the future. So what you have to do? You have to add will before the verb to make it the future tense. See number 1. I dash to Paris tomorrow morning. And the verb is fly. So the answer is will fly. I will fly to Paris tomorrow morning. Next, Vivek dash the glass if he is not careful. The verb is break. So the answer is will break. Vivek will break the glass if he is not careful. Next, Mahi dashed to the market this afternoon. The verb is go. So answer is will go. So children, try to do this exercise. And now here we end our session, and in the next session we would be learning present continuous, past continuous and future continuous tenses. Till then, bye bye. Good day.